Li-Lian, you work for Solvay, and you had the most incredible, difficult jobs to keep track of all these different Google applications, which were all around the company. And I really, when I heard your story, I could imagine how you struggled with them. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, the company, and how that whole journey went to keep control of your of these wonderful applications in the Google Cloud.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot for getting invited as a speaker at this exciting event. So we have seen inspiring exchanges with Vincent, with Florian and Jan Ban, and the rest of the speakers around enterprise IT modernization topics. So I'm not sure about you guys behind the seats, but I'm definitely very excited about all these topics. So first of all, let me introduce myself. So my name is Li-Lian Tan. I work for one of the leaders in the chemical industry of Solvay, so a 150 years old heritage company, just like how Vanenburg Software first started. So I'm pleased as well to share this with you today, and just to give some information. So I'm based in Paris, in France, and I work for the digital and IT department of Solvay as the IS Cloud Application Services Manager. So today, I have the pleasure to share with all of you on how Solvay uses Google Cloud for transformation and how Solvay has chosen Vanenburg Software to help the IS rationalize, governize, and better manage our cloud assets. So first of all, where is Solvay today? So we are a science company whose technologies bring benefits to many aspects of daily life. Our core business around Solvay is to create innovative solutions to contribute for safer, cleaner, and more sustainable products found in homes, food and consumer goods, planes, cars, batteries, and all that just to name a few of it. So we have over 24,000 employees around the world, and over 64 countries, and in 115 sites across Solvay companies. What we have aligned our business, Solvay has aligned our businesses around powerful business trends that are key drivers to drive the market strategy, so such as electrification, lightweighting, eco-friendly based solutions, and IoT digitization to support our transformation. And from the IT perspective, we are one shared services in the company to support multiple business units and functions. Back in 2015, we have discovered a great product such as Google Cloud products. So we have created, as many companies has gone through as well, we have created ad hoc. We tried some proof of concepts from small pilot applications to big data initiatives. And we even went through the phases of how to get agile and work with our digital studios to create innovative applications to support better and greater user experience, create productivity and efficiency to support businesses and functions. So here are a few examples of how Solvay leverages in our industrial domain. So we have use of AI on industrial sites for safety helmet detection. So that is a funny one, but it's, as you know, in the chemical industry, it is very important to make sure that safety is well respected, and is one of our priority. On the other hand, on the IT support domain, we have added intelligence as well, because as you guys know, and we have also seen with Jan Ban talking about complexities, system of records, and multiple systems. So how can we have a better intelligence and a better redirection classification of IT supports in helping our employees to better overcome their normal day-to-day operations. And we also, a year or two ago, so we started our first journey to the IoT. So what we have done so far is to create our backbone using some of the Google Cloud components, and that helps us to collect data from sensors installed in the industrial sites, and all these get connected to the IT systems for better analytics and better predictions, and in the future definitely we hope to add more and more artificial intelligence around that. Around finance domain and the sales domain as well. So we have been using also some of the products of machine learning to predict payment dates of customer invoices to improve cash collection and also reduce overdues. So those were the few examples that we have inspired and explored over the years. Now, obviously, as you can see, and I think majority of the companies are facing, is that with the power of cloud computing and just a few clicks, and you're able to provision your infrastructure and create crazy things and innovative applications on the Google Cloud. So the impact of these and the consequence of that is what? Is that we have seen a lot of increase in the number of digital products that was built on Google Cloud, and that was not able, and we as IT were not able to scale and also to operate, making sure that we are also able to give a better service within to our businesses and functions. So with that came also the other part of the problems that we have seen very frequently, is that each team and the product that was built, they don't have some kind of a centralized governance. So we talk a lot about how can we automate better. So in order to automate much more in the future, we need to at least have some standardization, right? So here we are really at this challenge that we are facing, that we need to centralize, but yet it's all spread all over around the different streamlines of IT, because each one wants to transform and also in helping to get into a better productivity and efficiency. So with that, definitely what came to our solution as a solution was to outsource. So we are not talking about just an outsourcing. We really wanted to move from a kind of like an agile MVP and into a run mode, where we want to also ensure that from an IT perspective, we are serving from an end-to-end service ownership. Okay, and on top of that, as we have seen, and I'm so excited and happy that we all share the same kind of topics from speakers to speakers. So definitely we talk about how can we then move towards a DevOps approach. So today we are starting. We have some visionary and product roadmap around DevOps. But the idea of this is then that we are able to harmonize this development maintenance, and without adding more and more costs into the development maintenance, we want to ensure that there is also some kind of automation that is being built around these applications, so that we are also able to support what Google has also mentioned by Peter just now about how can we smoothen or fasten our speed of delivery with quality and security built into these pipelines. So that is definitely one of the ambitions that we are trying to achieve next year. And on top of these, what is key? So definitely we are really happy because to find one key partnership for us to harmonize as well, because we talk about many different service lines and streams of IT, looking into their own partnership with each agency and all that stuff. So at the end of it, we came up with a lot of courses, deharmonization, and what we're trying to do here with Vanenburg is really to harmonize these to make sure that we have at least some consistency in rationalizing and governing our cloud assets. Okay, so so why Vanenburg? So with Vanenburg Software, our partnership and collaboration. So this is that's a few of the very important points that we have came up with on why we have chosen Vanenburg. So first of all, what is really important as a service owner in the IT is about flexibility and customizable maintenance plans. So we were very happy that Vanenburg was there to understand and listen to our IT needs and provide really a very customizable maintenance and operations plan around Google Cloud and whatever applications that we are building on. Other than that, although it's probably Vanenburg could be considered small, but yet it's a growing company. But what we have heard so far about good feedback on their service provided by other customers, provided to other customers as well. So we are very happy that we are partnering with them in order to have bring Solvay to a different level in terms of IT and cloud management. Other than that, we have also a very dedicated team. So I'm very happy to have worked with a very rich pool of expertise in terms of Google Cloud Native, and they are very flexible and all that stuff. So that really helps Solvay to leverage on our very own journey to the cloud. So with that, our partnership and collaboration brings us together with the same conviction, and I'm really happy that we are able to share that with all of you today as listeners, as speakers, and towards the industry 4.0 with IoT, with big data analytics capabilities and predictive intelligence. And the reason is to create more innovation to support Solvay in its own transformation. So how do we organize ourselves? So what we have done with Vanenburg is that we have created this an environment. We enable an agile service delivery where trust, empowerment, and insights are really key elements. And I think coming back to what Florian has also mentioned earlier in his speech, is that all these elements has to be together in order to bring us to the next level. And I think each time we go through, it's always a path that we have to go through. So we have gone through the digital age and also a little bit about the agility and how we could create that. So now how can we then make it scalable and to be able to sustain? And that's where we are today with Vanenburg to create an offshore delivery, agile delivery to better support in terms of our ambition to bring Solvay with its own transformation. So with that, that's my last slide. I'm happy to take some open questions if there are any in the stream.
Thank you very much, Li-Lian. That was really exciting. I mean, I really see it in front of me that this whole new platform comes about, and everywhere you see popping up applications. When did you get this and all these applications are made by people in the company. You have a huge company and they're everywhere in lots of different countries. I mean, were they excited to see Li-Lian Tan coming by and saying, hey, I'm going to help you manage all that stuff, and I'm going to basically take control, and I'm going to bring in a company like Vanenburg, and I'm going to give access to them, and they have to help to manage them. I can imagine that is a fierce battle, or do I see that wrong?
Yes, it is a real battle, but again, it's very exciting because, and again, everything comes back to the mindset of the people, the teams, and all that stuff. And it's all also about what we have seen before is like, how can we embrace each stream of the IT to empower, to take the right decision while checking what is best, right? So with what we have done with Vanenburg, so initially and with Arjun, we started off with really a small scale of I'm just being a project manager looking for externalizing all my applications development maintenance, all right? And little by little, bits and pieces came into the picture, and that's how we created this vision to really bring a real operations and we talk in IT, we talk about really service, end-to-end service ownership around all that. So this is where we are today, and I'm happy to walk through to have gone through this experience with Vanenburg.
Yeah, and you also work with a lot of other vendors, and also vendors basically create software with them. Were they not knocking on your door and saying, "Hey, we can do the same"? And what was different about the Vanenburg Software in basically having a partnership with?
Yeah, so I did share it in the slide. So what is really key, because we have gone through, as usual, normal processes, RFP, looking for people to different big companies, small companies, Google partners. Okay, so we really looked into the Google partners, and definitely what really attracted us is really about the customizable. So we have gone through an era where we have said, okay, let's just take a big one and just externalize and make it cheaper and all that stuff. But again, these weren't very pragmatic in reality, because we are distributed teams yet trying to find to help different businesses and functions. So that's why today we are more into, I would say that we are a little bit privileged in that sense that we are able to have still, we are not as critical as the ERP on the ERP part, but we are still doing a lot of innovations with big data analytics and AI around that. So it's important that we need to at least have something that is customizable and flexible, that is fitted into our environment, and especially with the Solvay IT teams.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you know Vanenburg and that you've had a positive experience, and you're really nice how you share your experience with us today. Are there other parts of the huge enterprise IT systems which you have around, which you are going to enhance in the future?
Well, I'm not there to because here I'm more on the IS cloud application, so everything around Google Cloud for now. So obviously we have the aim is that obviously with all these new terms and new organizational model, what we have done is that at Solvay we have also the cloud office who is able to manage multi-cloud. All right, so for me, this is the first step to already secure Google Cloud and making sure that it's doing what the business is asking. So it's really talking about business outcomes with a better efficiency and productivity. And on the other hand, definitely there are a lot of topics going around. I'm just how do you say, giving some thoughts. Food for thoughts for different teams as well. The purpose is also not just bringing Google Cloud on one hand and then other clouds on their own, right? So the idea is also to leverage so that we can all benefit from these cloud technologies.
Yeah. Li-Lian, I want to thank you very much for this wonderful French-Dutch cooperation. We can really work together very well. You can see that, and I can also see how much they're talking about you, how much fun they had, and also how much success they had working together. And you've given an example of how all these Google Cloud applications, how they're everywhere, how you need to manage them. You've done a very, very good job, and thank you very much for sharing that with us, because that was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks.